this a message for all my young hoopers, man. All my hoopers out there, y'all gotta be consistent with the work, man. It's easy to work out when you feel like it or when you feel good, but you gotta do it on a consistent basis though. Like, I'm in here Saturday morning, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Been in here since 6 a.m., but you gotta get up and get to it. Most hoopers, they sleep on the weekend. They sleeping in. They ain't getting up early. They probably stayed up late last night, Friday night, on the game, hanging out. But if you really want to be great, you want to separate yourself, you got to get in that lab, man, early. You got to wake up when everybody else sleep. If you want to be great, you got to be consistent. That's the main key. You got to be consistent. Just getting better day by day, 1% better every day. You ain't got to be in the gym long. You ain't got to be in here 5 hours. Get in here 30, 45 minutes to an hour. Get some good work in and get out. But you got to be consistent, though. That's the most important thing. Actually, write out a consistent workout plan. Get you a schedule and stick to it. But that's the key, man. You can't be great. You won't be great if you're not consistent. That's all it takes, consistency, man. You gotta master the basics, day in and day out, work on the basics. Once you master the fundamentals, the game really easy, but you gotta be consistent though. You gotta do the same thing over and over again. And it really, you gotta fall in love with the basics though, cause it get boring. It get boring. We ain't editing no misses out either, man. We just in here getting in work, but yeah, you gotta fall in love with that process. Consistency is the key though, man. A lot of people think they putting in work, but they really not though. If you really track how much work you putting in, how many shots you putting up a day, actually keep count, you'll be able to really see how much work you're putting in. Day in and day out over a year though. You can't just put in work for 2 weeks and think you're ready. Nah, it take weeks, months, years, consistency, day in and day out. That's when you start to see the progress in the work. You gotta get in here when ain't nobody else in here. You gotta put that work in the gym behind closed doors. That way. I ain't tripping about the misses, man. That's why we in here working. But you gotta put that work in when nobody else looking. If you wanna shine, when the game time comes, you gotta prepare when nobody else looking. The more work you put in, the more confident you will be. It go hand in hand. Yeah, if you get in that game and you really not confident like that, it's probably because you ain't really been putting in the reps. You know what I mean? It's all about repetition. Once you do it over and over and over again, you'll get to the point where it's like riding a bike, second nature. Working on that clean pickup, man. Beat that clean pickup. We in here working, man. We in here working. You ain't gonna make every shot. You gotta just keep working though. I need that. I need that. There we go. I need 2 in a row though. Yeah, I need 2 in a row. I gotta make 2 in a row so I can know it ain't luck. right back to that spot, man. See, if you're working on a move or a shot, you gotta rep it out. Rep it out. There you go. I think my foot was on the line too, that don't count. Clean pickup. But yeah, man, it's about being consistent, man. Just get better every day. You gotta be consistent though. That's the main key. Like, it don't matter how good you are right now, where you at right now. It's about where you're gonna be 6 months from now, where you're gonna be a year from now, you know what I mean? 5 years, but it start with the daily work, day in and day out. Anybody that's better than you can catch them. You can catch them by putting in that work on a consistent basis. If they working out once a day, you gotta work out 3 times a day. We in here working, man, Saturday morning. We getting in before everybody else even wake up. They still sleep. There you go. Need one more. Yeah, man, my message to all young hoopers, man, be consistent, man. Find you a consistent workout routine and stick to it, man. That's my message. I still need that 2 in a row. But all the great players in the league, man, anybody, all the top players, Shea, Steph, Ant-Man, they putting in more work than everybody else. That's why they more confident and they game more consistent because they putting in more work. So if you want to be great, man, you got to put that work in on a daily basis, man. Everybody think they putting in work, but they not really putting in work on a consistent basis. It's easy to get in the lab and work out for 2 hours and put up 300, 400 shots, but are you working out every day? You know what I mean? It's about what you're doing every day. I'd rather you get in the gym and put up 100 shots every day or 50 shots every day versus getting in the gym every now and then putting up 300, 500 shots. You ain't really doing nothing. You ain't getting better. I'm staying right in that spot. I ain't leaving either. I got to master that pickup. There you go. There you go. I need 2 in a row. Early morning work, man. We in here early morning. There you go. There you go. Find you a consistent workout routine. Get you a teammate, a partner, somebody that you can work out with, hold you accountable, and get in that lab and push each other, man. That's the way to go for real. Gotta put them reps in. You putting them reps in, man, when you get in the game, it's gonna feel easy. It's gonna feel like walking, riding a bike. Yeah, man, that's it for today, man. We finishing up this workout. Back to it tomorrow, man. We in here day by day, every day, putting in work, man. Gotta finish out on the make, though. Can't leave till we get a make. You gotta finish out on the make, man. Gotta get this make in. Can't leave the gym on a miss. There you go. Game time, man. But remember that message, man. Be consistent, get a consistent workout routine, and stick with it, man. It's gonna take you far. So keep putting in that work.